Hello and welcome. My name's David and I'm the teacher on the A1 course from Perfectly Spoken. This is lesson number 47, and in this lesson we are going to look at vocabulary, especially adjectives, talking about books, films and TV. So I hope you find this interesting and useful. So let's start. Films. We all like films. So how many different types of films can you think of? Just have a look at this slide and then let's look at the individuals in practice our pronunciation. So these are called, the types of films are called genre. Do you have a favorite genre? Let's look. So listen, please, and repeat. So action, adventure, Bollywood, cartoon, comedy, detective, documentary, drama, horror, musical, romance, science fiction, thriller, and western. My favorite genre, I think, is probably drama or thrillers. And you? What's your favorite? Okay, what's the difference? You will see these words and expressions. A movie and a film. What's the difference? Easy. Movie is American English, film is British English. Movie theatre and cinema, same. So the movie theatre is American and the cinema is British. A commercial and an advert, same thing, but a commercial is American and an advert or an ad is British. So when you go and before the film, you see Coca-Cola, Kentucky Fried Chicken, etc., etc., etc. It's a commercial or an ad, an advert. Actor, actress. An actor is male and an actress is female, though today many female say, I am an actor, so actress is less used. And to see a film and to watch a film. Well, in this context, you can use both. Yeah, I saw a film, I watched a film. Good. Now, some nouns, a bit of vocabulary. Let's read through it. You go to the cinema to watch a film. You buy a ticket and maybe some popcorn and a drink. Perhaps you've chosen the film because it stars your favourite actor or actress, and maybe because you like the genre. The director is important too. Some people have a favourite director, and always go to see his or her films. The setting is interesting. Perhaps the film is set in your country and you can recognize places, or perhaps it is set in a different place that you have never visited, you've never been to. If the film is not in your language, there will be subtitles, so the audience can understand it. Let's check the vocabulary in green so we understand. So, what noun is being described? So we've got the nouns on the right. Let's look at the definitions. The person in charge of the film. The word describes the type of, this word describes the type of film. The people who watch a film. This is a popular snack to eat while watching a film. These are words written to explain what is being said. These are the people who are in the film. This is another word for location. This is another word for movie. This is the place you go to watch a film, and you must buy one of these to enter. So, can you match which one? Okay, let's look at the answers. So, the person in charge, the boss in the filmmaking, is the director. Genre describes the type of film. We saw documentary, musical is the genre. The audience, the people in the cinema watching the film, are the audience. The snack, a popular snack while watching the film, is popcorn. Drink a soda or soft drink and eat popcorn. Very popular, especially in the US. Subtitles. Words written to explain what is being said. If the language is a different language, so the actors are speaking in Chinese, then you can read the subtitles in your language. Or if you're Chinese, in a different language. You have an actor, an actress in the film, as in on the photo. The setting. The setting is the same as location. A beautiful setting. Film, same as movie. The cinema is where you watch a film, and you must buy a ticket to enter, to go into the cinema. Okay, now, this time, let's look at some verbs in the same text. So, you go to the cinema to watch a film, you buy a ticket, maybe some popcorn and a drink. Perhaps you have chosen the film because it stars your favorite actor or actress, or maybe because you like the genre. The director is important too. Some people have a favorite director and always go to see his or her films. The setting is interesting. Perhaps the film is set in your country and you can recognize places, or perhaps it's set in a different location that you've never been to. If the film is not in your language, there will be subtitles so the audience can understand. So, let's look at the definitions of the verbs. So, there we've got the verbs. Let's look at these 7 sentences. So, many films, America. What's the correct verb? To be set in, yes. So, to be, I am, you are, films, they are, Many films are set in America. Actors and actresses, star. So star is a noun, a star, but it's also a verb, to be the protagonist in a film. Actors and actresses star in films. You must buy a ticket before you enter the cinema. Before you go to the cinema, do I want a Western, a drama, a thriller? Okay. Yeah, I'll choose. So you choose the type of film. Before you go to the cinema, you choose the type of film. If the film is in a foreign language, you might not understand it. If something is familiar to you, you recognize it. And yeah, easy. Watch is another verb that means to see. Let's look at the answers. Yeah. Okay. Just read them again. Fine. Good. So, little discussion. What about you? How often do you go to the cinema? Well, I normally go once a month, once a month, sometimes twice, 2 times a month, but normally once a month. And you? Once, twice, 3 times, once a week? Never? Are cinemas expensive in your country? In my country, in the UK, some cinemas in London are very expensive. Maybe 15, 20 pounds. Very luxurious, but very expensive. But normally, probably about 6 or 7 pounds. It's not too bad if the film is very good, of course. Do you prefer to watch films that are located in your country or a different country? I like both. I like films that are set in the UK. Sometimes it's very, very beautiful. And other times I like to watch films that are set in different countries. So you can visit, you can experience views and scenery in many different countries. Do you have a favorite actor or actress? My favorite actress is Meryl Streep. My favorite actor at the moment, I think, is Bradley Cooper. And you? Do you have a favorite director? I think probably my favorite director is Alfred Hitchcock from the past, but he was fantastic. And you? And how do you feel about watching a film with subtitles? Me? Fine. I think it's good. I prefer a natural film. I don't like when it's dubbed. I prefer to watch it in the original and with subtitles to help me understand. And you? Okay, this time a little bit of vocabulary on TV. TV, just some gaps to complete. So at the bottom, we've got a series, an episode, an advert, a repeat, a program, a channel. Can you read the text and decide which one? So a TV is a show that you watch on television. If there is more than one, then it is an individual one is called an. If it's successful and shown many times, then it's called a. When you turn on the TV, you have to decide which to watch. Some channels show serious documentaries and news, and others show drama. If there is a break, a pause in the program to sell products, this is an. And the answers, a TV program is a show you watch on television. If there is more than one, then it is a series. An individual one is called an episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. If it's successful and you show many times on the television, then it is called a repeat. In my country, Friends, repeat, 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 repeat. When you turn on the TV, you have to choose which channel to watch. Many, many channels today on the television. Some show serious documentary and news, and others often show drama. If there is a break in the program to sell products, this is an advert, or in American English, a commercial. Good. A little bit on books. Do you read? Do you like reading? I do. So, who am I describing? One of the most famous authors in the English language he has written many plays and poems. British children have to study these in school. His work is performed in theatres, and many of his stories have been made into films. A classic is Romeo and Juliet. Yeah? Easy? This one, maybe not as popular, is a female author who wrote 66 detective novels featuring the famous detectives Hercule Poirot and Miss Marple. The stories have been made into TV series and are still very popular today. And this one, again, very, very famous. A more modern author she wrote the popular series Harry Potter. These stories are loved by children and adults all over the world. The books have been made into a successful film series starring Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson. And the answers. William Shakespeare, of course. Agatha Christie, very, very famous detective writer. And J.K. Rowling of Harry Potter. Have you read any of their books or poems? I have, yes. William Shakespeare, yes. Agatha Christie, yes. But not J.K. Rowling. Can you think of any other famous British writers? I can. One very, 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 very famous. Pause. Charles Dickens, for example. So, do you enjoy reading? I really enjoy reading, or I enjoy reading a lot. I enjoy reading very much. What genre What type of books do you like to read? I like reading thrillers. I like reading detective stories. I like reading non-fiction. So things that are fact, they're not invented. Do you read paperbacks or from an e-reader, electronic reader? I read paperbacks. I prefer to hold a book, but I am old. Maybe you are young and you prefer an e-reader, like in the picture. What was the last book you read? Well, the last book I read that I'd finished is this one. Let me just show you. Yeah. Sapiens by Harari. That's a fantastic book. I loved reading this book. It's very, very informative. And you? And finally, what are classic books from your country? In our country, many, 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 from Shakespeare, from Dickens, and the modern classics. Gosh, a lot, a lot. And do you have a favorite author? Yeah, I have a favorite author. He's from Scotland. His name is William Boyd. Okay, and this section we are going to look at some adjectives when we are describing films, TV programs. So let's look at the adjectives and what genres they can describe. Exciting, boring, violent, sad. Scary, romantic, funny, interesting. So, what genres? Let's look at some possible answers. Exciting. Action, thriller, adventure, science fiction, animation, detective. They can all be exciting. Romantic, or sometimes in romantic comedies or cartoons, animation. Funny comedy, of course, maybe musical comedies, cartoons, animation. Interesting. Documentaries are normally very interesting. Dramas can be interesting. Boring. Well, if you don't like it, it's boring. The film was boring. The book was boring. The lesson, never. The lesson was interesting, not boring. Violent, action, horror, sad, drama, romance, all different possibilities. And scary. Normally, horror films are scary or thrillers are scary. So can you think about films, programs, books you have seen and use an adjective to describe them? Yeah. So I saw a film last week and it was sad and romantic, and some scenes were very funny. Now, the book I read was very interesting. Okay, so thank you. That is the end of lesson 47. So remember, as always, please watch again sections if you need to. Practice the vocabulary. Can you remember? There were 14 genres at the beginning of the lesson. How many can you remember now? Okay, and in the next lesson, we are going to look at the past continuous. We did the present continuous. I'm watching, I'm looking, I'm listening, and next time, the past continuous. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in lesson 47. Bye-bye.